I don't know how this keeps happening, but how do we go 1 month, just 1 month, and we have a new JavaScript framework already? Okay, or not JavaScript framework, but JavaScript runtime. Okay, not even a framework. For those that don't, if you don't know the difference between a runtime or what a runtime is, let me just say this. So remember, JavaScript executes in like a little engine, okay? This thing takes care of memory management. It takes care of like keeping track of async tasks and all that kind of stuff, okay? Whereas you need the ability to actually interact with, say, like the file system, right? You need to be able to actually make requests out somewhere. You need to be able to do like a bunch of extra stuff. So this would be like V8. This is Node, okay? So someone has rewritten Node and potentially swapped out the engine. Let's find out the thing that they've done. WinterJS 1.0, announcing WinterJS, the fastest JavaScript. Damn, they actually went for the fastest. Now, that's kind of a bold move because at the end of the day, you're still running JavaScript, right? And you're claiming to be faster than Bun, which is written in Zig. So I don't even know, what is this? Is this written in Rust? Is this Rust versus Zig? The fastest JavaScript web server now, also supporting Cloudflare applications and React server components. Speed. WinterJS 1.0 is finally here. WinterJS is an incredibly fast Winter CG compatible JavaScript runtime written in Rust using SpiderMonkey engine to execute JavaScript and Tokyo to handle underlying HTTP requests and JS event loop. WinterJS runtime can also be compiled to WebAssembly, and as such is the first production-grade runtime fully runnable in Wasmer Edge. Okay, here's what we have accomplished for WinterJS 1.0 in just 4 months after our first announcement. Blazing fast speeds, faster than Bun, Worker D, and Node. Well, I mean, being faster than Node, we've all learned is not that bad. All you have to do is just not implement any of the async hooks that Bun does or that Node does, and boom, you're faster. WinterJS is now fully compatible. You can't put an asterisk. You can't say this and then throw an asterisk. I just want to let you know, you cannot do that. That's not allowed. Okay, that's not allowed right there. No, I don't care. What's the asterisk? What's the asterisk mean? Well, where the hell do they define the asterisks? What? It can't be that one. Okay. Is it this one? Back pressure and transform streams in some non-common crypto algorithms are not implemented yet. Oh, it is this. Okay. Yeah, that sounds like you're not fully compatible. Just throwing that out there. Fully means full shaft here, okay? I mean, I get it. I get it. You're not like loosely compatible. 97% compatible. Yeah, 3/5 compatible. Just wrap it with quotes. Compatible. Let's see. Okay. I'm stupid. It says with the WinterGC spec. Okay, I said, there we go. I thought it was just, my bad. But still, you still can't say fully compatible. You still can't say this. You still can't do that. Cloudflare API compatibility. Web framework support. Next.js supporting React server components. Hono, Astro, Svelte-Kit. Now, let's see more detail each of these features. Ridiculously fast. WinterJS 1.0 is able to handle 150,000 requests per second when executed natively. Natively just means running JavaScript, right? Is that what this means in this? O plus ratio? Plus stupid? Potentially. That literally just means running JavaScript, right? No. Compiled to WASX? No, I don't think so, because it says 20K requests per second when compiled to WASM using WASX. WASX is just like a WASM spec, right? It's like extended WASM spec, right? As of today, WinterJS can handle more requests per second than Bun. 117,000 requests per second. Worker D, 40,000 requests per second. And Node.js, 75,000 requests per second. Okay. What kind of requests are we talking about here? I do like that you put the lightning bolt on here. Okay, lightning bolts, this kind of lightning bolt holds a very special place in my heart because when I was a kid, there was no greater feeling in the universe than getting the lightning bolt while playing Mario for the Super Nintendo. Super Mario Kart for the Super Nintendo. Okay? There's no greater feeling. So when I see that lightning bolt, it makes me feel warm inside. Okay? All right. I do want to see the benchmark. All right. What's the benchmark here? Simple is kind of confusing to me because where do you specify stuff? Is it something like this? What is this? Worker cat? Oh, this must be some sort of Cloudflare business. Flake. Oh man, they're nixing. Oh my goodness. Nix boners are in the chat as we speak. Oh no, Nick's boners. Here it comes. All right, so node simple. But hold on, may I say? May I say hold on? May I say hold on? Look at what's happening here, everybody. Look at this. New response. Hello. I guess we're going to have to... what is a response? I'd have to look at the source code for response to understand this, okay? But look at this one. You have to create an object right here. Something tells me these don't feel like necessarily the same. That's a web standard. I hear that, but is that header being set by doing an object merge here? Or is that header being set in the zig level? Hey, I'm just saying there's a difference, okay? Writing a header at the point of request at like the deep down zig level versus writing that header in as an object free floating in Node. Remember, I mean, there's just there is a difference, okay? This is stupid. If you're running native, just use a fucking fast language, for fuck's sake. That's a lot of fuckings going on here, buddy. I can't take it anymore. JS is an objectively poor choice for a general purpose programming language. I do agree. It is a very great language for UIs, just like Lua. I think Lua is a great, I think dynamic programming languages are great glue languages. That's the point of dynamic programming languages. Why is there code? True, I agree. Base take, yeah. Fucking fast server. That's the F. That's the thing. Hey, thank you, PP Haver. Shit, what a name! What a name! Can we just get some claps in the chat for PP Haver coming in tier 3? Oh my goodness, just give me the EXE, baby. Anyway, so that's one thing I just see right away that makes me a little bit curious. And this also right here, what's going on right here? How is this implemented? Right? Like, I don't feel like, in my opinion, we talked about this earlier, right? Where there's these things that end up happening. I think I actually already have the diagram. Yeah, I already have the diagram right here, which is these dumb examples that are just these like super, super, super tiny examples. And they're just saying like, look how fast we are. The reality is like, if you do anything, like anything in JavaScript, you're going to massively slow it down. You run React one time to render a div, which remember, they're saying they support server-side server components, right? You write by the way, this is invalid syntax. Sorry, here, let me properly close that div for us. All right, there we go. You write a singular div, right? Just one. Guess what? Like, your 100K requests or whatever these things that they're trying to tell you is going to happen, it's going down by potentially 100x. You might only be able to do this 1,000 times. Maybe 2,000 times, maybe 10,000 times. Who knows? But whatever is happening, this is getting dominated. One of the greatest exercises I ever did in my lifetime was when I first started off trying to learn how to do game programming in XNA. You may have heard of it, Game Studios, Microsoft, C#, baby. I was a C# Andy at one point. I did years of C#. Absolutely loved it. But one of the first things that I was taught is you always make a FPS counter right away, and you paint it in your upper left-hand corner of the screen, right? That's like the first thing you build. So when I first started off, I saw, man, I had 3,000. I was going at like 3,000 frames a second. Oh, I have frames for days. And then I wrote a triangle, and it's like 3,000 to like 500 or something like that. You know, just like a massive, jump down in the amount of frames that I was having available. And that's when I realized, oh crap, like you actually have to be really thoughtful about what you're doing. You can't just simply assume that just because it starts off as a huge number, that number nicely goes down slowly over time, even though you're adding tons of features. No, it's like a logarithmic curve. It goes, it dies fast and then slowly goes down. Just add one JSON stringify / JSON parse in the request handler and it's all over. Exactly. The curse of FPS, I know. And so it's one of those things that you get sold these kind of crappy examples of why this is super awesome. The thing, like, I don't know what SpiderMonkey has done. Does SpiderMonkey have as good of JSON stringification and parsing that V8 does? Like, V8 has some of the best JSON parsing there is. It's SIMD'd out of its mind. It's super fantastic. It's faster at parsing JSON than it is at parsing JavaScript. It is fast. It is smooth, and it can go really, really quick. For JavaScript and JSON and all those things, right? SIMD's nuts, exactly. And so it's like one of those things where These kind of tests don't mean anything. What about nodes URL parsing? I hear it's the tippity top. Yeah, Spider Monkey is the Firefox runtime. Yeah, I know. But this is just like why this whole thing is just so uninteresting in the sense that when they say this, it means nothing. They need to show you a real thing. All right, so what I want to see is build an application, a to-do application that's purely server-driven. And then take that purely server-driven application, use your little React server components or whatever you want to use, and see how fast you can run that. That makes way more sense, right? I don't want to clone it, investigate, because I don't want to spend 3 hours investigating into something that I just don't really care. Okay? I can just tell you right now that it's just plainly wrong. And I bet you there's already somebody out there that has now come in and saying, hey, it's impossible. Watch this. Here it comes. I benchmarked using my main branch on Apple Silicon Mini M2. Bun on a single core serves 192,000 requests per second. WinterJS utilizing 3 cores serves 80,000 requests per second. So approximately 6x slower than Bun. I don't know where this claim is coming from. And this guy's name is just JS. A very small V8 JavaScript runtime. Oh, it's another runtime. Damn, I just got owned by another runtime. But hey, I'll follow you. What a great thing. But I mean, I think this is correct. But also, this is very interesting. Utilizing multiple cores. But this is a good point. Again, this is why you don't trust just don't trust benchmarks, okay? Because who am I supposed to trust now? Should I trust WinterJS or should I trust just JS? Which one should we trust? Like, how do you even know? This was used, let's see. This was using 64 connections, 2 threads for work. If you look at the bench, they describe how they are obviously running on a machine with at least 12 cores and comparing Bun and others to running on a single thread. Oh, no. Did we miss that? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. This benchmark is a MacBook Pro M3 Max laptop with 64 gigabytes of RAM. Okay, so that's them saying this. How do you know that it's working with that? My question is, let's see, worker D, Darwin ARM64 serve, do this thing. Like, how do you know how many cores are being used? Because this thing's saying 12 threads, this one, 12 threads, this one, Bun, 12 threads, this one. Well, this is how many threads are obviously being, this is the, what's it called? This is the work. This is how many threads they're using for connections. So that's the thing I don't get is how do you know that this is using more resources with WinterJS than the other one? T12, yeah, the T12. Oh, that's just the worker threads, right? That's these guys right here. That's this thing. That's like like any of the HTTP testing frameworks. You just know that. So from this, you don't know, right? Because they're all saying 12 threads because they're all testing with the same amount of threads. You have to look at HTTP. You have to look at something else that actually is doing it. All right, OS threads potentially not equaling hardware threads. WinterJS is a side project. Why Bob left the IT department? 6 cores is pitifully slow anyways. 17.19 megabytes per second is pitifully slow. Got him. I haven't figured out how to compile it on Linux. There's a C++ compiler error when it compiles Moz.js sys after hanging for about 10 minutes. Tried using Nix shell and also without that. Yeah, I don't even have, it happened to me on Ubuntu 22.04. See, I only have Ubuntu. Anyways, are you comparing native Bun? What is this native? What is this native business they keep saying? It also seems to have some kind of massive memory leakage, around 30 gigabytes RSS after a few work runs. Let's go. Again, this is why be careful what you say. I mean, the Wasimar people are pretty smart people. I'm not saying, I'm not like knocking them, but this is why you should be very, very careful saying these things. Okay? I like the tweet so people can see it, right? When I like the tweet, it shows up everywhere. It's very interesting. Another JavaScript runtime, another disappointment in the end. I mean, like Bun is pretty cool, but again, Bun still has this problem where it's just like, how are you going to convince everybody to switch over from Node.js to Bun.js? Like, I just foresee that being very, very difficult. Not only that, but like, what are you really buying yourself? If you have any sophisticated logic at all in JavaScript, you actually haven't bought anything. I couldn't really tell a difference, and I played with it for hours upon tens of hours, trying to get a difference between V8 and Bun. and I could not really find a strong difference in the actual JavaScript execution. Now, there is a big difference when it comes to, the runtime and how they handle async stuff, and Bun is just faster, but Bun has less things that you can hook into. Like Datadog, if I'm not mistaken, does not work on Bun because they don't have all the hooks. Now, I could be wrong at this point in life. I don't know if they've changed things, but when I last looked at it, you couldn't do all that. But now you get into this whole idea that, like, we're competing on the dumbest possible access, right? Like, writing a fast JavaScript runtime and trying to, like, compete with Bun or Node.js, I think you're just fundamentally doing the wrong thing. Because all you're really testing is how fast is my native code compared to your native code. And it's just not real, right? It's just like it's just not a real test. Yes, the only nice thing about Bun is the tooling they built for it. Like, that's the reason. That's honestly the reason to use Bun, is that they have an entire ecosystem and tooling around it, right? Like, that's much better. The thing is that you could write the world's most simple Go server, and you're going to be able to do a massive amount, right? You're just going to be able to do a really good job. Here, you know what? Forget about it. Let's see. Let's go like this. Let's go to personal. Hey, Flip, you're going to have to edit this to make it like quick. You know what I mean? Don't have all of this on here because this is way too much. Make dir go test, go mod init suck it.tv / just it. All right, there we go. We have this one. Command. All right, and main.go. Okay, perfect. Package main. Main, here we go. And just to make sure I have the exact same thing, I don't even know if I have work installed on my computer. All right, so here's the command that they're running. Fantastic. I love it. And then let's see. I don't even know how to do the HTTP server, right? What is it? It's no. It's HTTP handle func, this guy. And then what did they have? I think it was just hello, right? What was it? It was just hello, right? We have a writer, so we have a, what is it, format fprint? Can I just do that? Can I just print? Is that something we can do? Is that all I need to do? That's the thing. I don't even know if I have to do that. I never raw dog a little format server. And then I have to go like this, HTTP, what do we have to listen and serve on 8080? Okay, fantastic. Go run command main go, and this may be in debug, but who cares for a second. HTTP, whoopsies, get out of here. Curl HTTP 127.0.0.1 Okay, so we got the same hello. I got a capital letter. They don't got a capital letter. Can I do verbose? Real question: does it set? How do I view the headers? Response headers, content length 5, text, there you go. See, there you go. So we're getting everything in here. Okay. So we got it all good. IP leaked 127. Okay, so do I have work? No, I don't have work. Okay. Hold on, I'm going to sudo apt. And we'll do this for a quick second. Hold on. There we go. First off, I think I'm in debug build right now. Right? This is just like nothing fantastic going on here. Okay, so we just destroyed. Absolutely just wrecked. Hands down, destroyed, demolished, debug builded. We'll go. How do you do a good? What's a good debug? How do I do a debug build in Go, or a release build? Release build Go. I don't even know. I always have to look this up because I write this like once per Docker file, and I never look at it again. By default, Go build combines symbols and debug information. However, you can remove all this stuff and do Go this one right here. Okay, is that the one we want to do? Common Go, just Go build, but it has all that extra crap in there. I want like the most smoothest, most smallest possible one. Okay, I got the same thing. Destroyed, absolutely wrecked. I'm on a very my CPU is significantly weaker than anything they're running, right? First off, if you cat proc CPU info, right? Like I'm on not nearly the same. I am not nearly the same. I'm on like a little Lumiere Pro, okay? I am not on a very fast CPU, right? Okay, I mean, good CPU, nice, but still it's a couple years old. There's nothing fantastic going on here, right? This guy seems mobile aware. Yeah, exactly. I'm not using a fantastic computer. This guy's on an M3 Max laptop with 64 gigawatts of RAM. Okay, right? So it's like I'm not using a lot, and I just destroyed it. Okay, wrecked it. Apparently, we can't get WinterJS to easily build. Is that what we saw? Let's see. They may have fixed it already. Let's find out. Can I just do this? I don't want to. I honestly don't want to deal with building it and all that. Okay, I'm not even gonna do it. I'm not because I gotta go like read stuff and build it, and it's gonna take forever to do stuff. I don't want to do this. We're not gonna do it. We'll do it later. But just use the Nix flake. I have to get Nix installed, then understand how to Nix it. Yeah, just give me the exe. All right, there you go. That's how I feel about the whole situation. Do with bun? Fine, here. I'll do with bun. There you go. I think I have bun, right? Yeah. I have bun. Bun update, is that how you do it? Bun. Is there a way to... Oh, upgrade. There you go. I'll make sure, yes. There you go. There we go. We upgraded. Upgrade. All right, so this will give us some light into what's happening here. Okay? Some light. Not like a ton of light, but, some light. And then we'll do a bun simple. Vim bun.ts. Is that what you call these things? I assume so. Bun.ts. Fair. Okay. There we go. Actually, let's run it over here. Bun.ts. All right, there we go. So we got that 8080. And then now let's do a little work. Wrecked, destroyed, annihilated, wrecked them. So there you go. Absolutely grand. Absolutely grand. Not even close. Again, but it doesn't matter because again, it just does not matter. Everything we did here doesn't matter because none of it actually makes any sort of sense or is meaningful. Okay? None of it's actually meaningful. Okay? So, again, don't buy tests, okay? See a real see a real workload, okay? Like a real workload. You actually have to have something that it does. Okay, so here's a good story. Is I had this like little example app that I've built a few times. It's a shooter app where you have two like computers come up and they shoot and they use WebSocket connections to do all that. And we ran a test between how long can I maintain 60 frames per second updating in Node versus Go versus Rust. At Rust, I could have like 2,000 games running and I didn't drop a single frame. Everything was 60 milliseconds on the dot, or 60 frames per second on the dot for 2,000 running games. In Go, it was like I was dropping like 1% of frames. That means when I say dropping, that means going above 17 milliseconds per frame. That was wild, right? And so it's just like, okay, only 1% of them. With Node, I couldn't get to 2,000 games. And when I did get to like 1,500 games or whatever it was, I was at like 20% of the frames were more than 17 milliseconds. And so it's one of those things where when somebody tells you like, oh, it's like so blazingly fast, it's so amazing, it's so this and so that, it doesn't matter. Guys, it doesn't matter. Shut the hell up about Rust. Shut the hell up about Rust because it doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter. I was just showing you a basic point that if you could just launch up any other language, it goes super duper ultra dang fast, okay? Just shut up. It doesn't matter. We're going to launch up Rust and bam, wow, it's going to be like 220. Holy cow, it's so fast. But nobody actually cares because it's not actually doing something amazing, okay? Can we just stop with it? Like I was really hoping you would understand the point of this, which is that these type of tests are synthetic and they mean nothing. Okay, because when we add a bunch of workload, you know what Go's going to do? It's going to drop by like 50%. But Bun is going to drop by like 90%. And it's going to have much more variation in requests, which is all very, very, very important to understand. Okay? It's very important because that's where it matters. It doesn't matter when it's just hello world. It matters when you're actually doing something, like actually doing something. You assumed I understand anything? Shame on you! No, I will not code in Rust. I will not. My hair is not blue. Yeah, guys, I dyed my hair blue a long time ago. Okay, I no longer have blue hair. We don't program Rust around here anymore. Benchmarks are more or less assume optimized code. In reality, that's rare. Yes. You should make things efficient because at the end of the day, like, inefficient code will truly cost you a lot of money as you actually get real users. Most of you don't even have real users, okay? You guys just have a bunch of startups that have 0 users. It has only your test users, so it doesn't really matter, okay? It doesn't really matter how you write your code. So just use WinterJS or Bun or Go or Rust or whatever the hell you want to use, because it's not going to, 95% of all startups fail anyway. So it's not like you're actually getting anywhere. I hate to tell you this. You're dead on arrival, buddy. Words hurt, man. Sorry for dropping it all. Only 95%. What would be a real test in your opinion? Something that's rendering something. Something that's doing something. How about this one? Simple serving HTMX page with enough elements on it to be useful, right? Like that's not crazy. That's like simple, right? It's easy. It's not that bad. Okay, do it then. Again, I'm not going to spend 2 hours trying to make this really great example because, again, I don't care. We've already done it. I already have YouTube videos doing it. If you want to go do it, go is faster than TypeScript one, okay? I did a whole thing on it. We've already looked at this. This is already a well-understood problem. If you don't understand the problem, go do a little bit of reading. Go do a little bit of experimenting yourself. Doesn't even need, I was just saying put HTMX in there, right? Do something. Do a little bit. Put something in there, right? YouTube's chat ignored, but they got videos. This is true. The bots that destroy my WordPress site at the same time every day are real users. The name is Winter's Coming. JS. Jen?